Hey guys, sorry about
Okay,
that. We're back. We had some issues. I messed around. It was from when Tucker and I were doing the Doom stream. Um, there was
different
some
settings.
different settings. It's kind of messed up. That's my fault. But I got it fixed. It looks like it's working really well now. Um, and even though I think you were able to hear what Tucker and Abram were on about the reptile exposition or whatnot, I think it would behoove us to have a little recap. Why the heck were you at the
I'm on.
reptile? Why? What the fuck?
Why not? Why not? I mean, it's just cool to see a bunch of stuff that you're interested in.
Oh, I guess.
I don't see the confusion about the draw. I picked something up. Of course, these were not intended as pets. These are rats that were sold at a snake vendor. So they were probably not meant to be uh taken care of. But it's possible to take care of them, and I will.
Wait, hold on. This is another
It,
wrinkle
it
that I
just
wasn't
it just got
anticipating.
more complicated. Wait a second.
So hold on, because my sister has a lot of not reptiles. She's got rodent pets, right? By the way, something we should the first red flag that you bought your rat from a reptile expo. I never put that together. There's more moving pieces here than I
Yes,
anticipated.
I mean, yeah, that is strange.
So like we went to like Petco to buy my sister her gerbils and things of that nature, right?
Sure.
So is there a functional difference between the rat that's supposed to be eaten by a snake, but instead it's being
Well,
held in your
it's the
hand?
same kind of animal. I saved its life.
But
Now here's what's how much did you pay for it, if you don't mind me asking such a crass
Each rat
question?
was $3.
Right, that seems incredibly low. This is very interesting.
yeah, and so
Yes.
do you think there is there a difference between the way that
Yes.
rats are raised for pets and for food, for fodder?
Sure. Yes. There certainly is, and I have talked to some people who have given me advice, who have pet rats, who have given me advice on what to buy and what to do and things like that. I tried to get them originally from a pet rat breeder with who breeds them for rat shows and things like that are different colored coats and a little more
I'm just imagining the
I don't know.
Westminster Dog Show,
But
but it's like the East Bunker Rat Show.
yeah,
Again,
but
we're sweeping over key details that must be expounded upon, like the rat show.
I know, but fancy rats.
Oh, he busted his audio. Well,
Oh
fancy
dear,
rats and
what's going
stuff.
on?
Nope, I'm here. Fancy rats. Yeah,
What the
I
heck?
Fancy rats
accidentally
and
muted
whatnot.
myself. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like that makes sense. Just because you haven't heard of it before doesn't mean it's not logical.
Well, yeah, it's
No, it certainly makes
yeah,
it's a foreign concept.
the rat
It's a
show.
foreign concept.
You got to be open to more. I wasn't surprised the first time I heard it.
I'm also
Jeez,
just a
keep
little
exploring.
bit. I'm a little bit nervous at the fact that you can spend $6 to now own and have sovereignty over two living creatures.
Two little rats.
I mean, hey, you ever see those tanks full of like hundreds and hundreds of goldfish that are 99 cents a piece or less?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think that most animals deserve rights. At the same time, should his life be worth her life? Pardon me, Cleopatra. I believe that was the name. Should its life be worth more than $3? Probably, but it's also going to get fed to a snake. So maybe you're doing a good deed.
Yeah. And
This is very
these were the larger ones. They obviously a lot of people feed the rats and mice to their snakes and lizards that are a lot younger, that have yet to open their eyes. They're just barely existing.
That's so weird. I don't know if
She's
I
a little
could.
more
So
established.
I am personally extraordinarily terrified of snakes. But if I were to own one, I don't know if I could like feed that thing. I don't know if I could deal with feeding it little like barely old rats. That just feels, especially
I
after
mean,
watching
that's
you
why
like.
you don't own a snake.
Well, you skipped over the part that I'm deathly terrified of them, but
Oh,
yeah,
that also, yeah, that might
I
contribute.
hate that. But like seeing that rat crawl around in your arm, like I see it as a pet in your eyes, right? Like
Yes.
I view it, I think how you do. And so just the idea that, oh yeah, this guy actually is normally supposed to be fed to just killed and eaten.
Yeah, I mean, I have a friend who took me to the convention today who owns a lot of exotic pets, and I've seen him feed his snake little baby rats before. So I don't know.
Okay, I have
It
one.
was certainly a squeaky and a little bit terrifying experience, but cycle of life, baby. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't expect the
Snakes
to
can't
go.
eat.
The snakes
Snakes can't
can't
eat
go
much
vegan.
else. Snakes can't go vegan. Quote of the day. put that
That's
shit
a
on a
fun little
t-shirt.
factoid. It's a fun little factoid from Timo Nelson is that snakes can't be vegan.
You can't make him try it.
Okay, well, I think that's the end of this segment. I'm gonna go
Well, I do have
return
a-
her to her castle.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I have
You have a
one more
question?
question. So you
Yes.
do, are you violating the rules by having all these?
oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
we're not.
yes.
You're not supposed to have anything that is above water. Can spend like what something like you might be able to like a frog.
Yeah,
but
I think
that's
they
not
draw
like
the I think they draw the line at goldfish or fish of some sort.
yeah, it like has to spend a certain amount of its life underwater. So it basically just means fish.
Which is a very strange rule to have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
well,
no, I mean,
and so you're moving out soon, and the next place you're moving into
Yes.
is gonna allow you to have a rat farm.
Well,
well, we don't have to tell them about it.
it says pets are negotiable. So if
Okay.
our landlord ends up seeing this, we're dumping the rats. No more. There's not going to be rats in the house. We're freeing them next to a
Or
dumpster.
tarantulas.
Or tarantulas. No tarantulas. Why? I don't even know why Tucker would bring up tarantulas. Tucker hates bugs.
Yeah.
You can just hide the tarantulas in your bed sheets.
If we were to have them, which again, if the landlord is watching, we do not.
No tarantulas. Tucker hates bugs.
I was walking to the dining hall the other day, and I saw a girl literally with a fucking ferret on a leash walking it down the path.
Badass.
Yeah.
Badass.
Then she
Is
picks it up and puts it in
Oh.
a pillowcase.
Oh,
yeah, that's
no.
how you usually carry a ferret. Yeah.
Closes the pillowcase and walks back into her dorm room.
Yeah.
I was one of the most
Ferrets are
astounding
very
things I've
wormy
seen.
creatures, and they can just.
Is it
They
a
just vibe in
ferret or is
pillowcase.
it a mink that really smells bad? One of them
Ferrets.
They
Ferrets
just
usually
smell really
smell
bad.
Yeah.
Minks are the really clean ones, right?
I don't know.
No, there's
don't
some
know if
animal
they
that
are,
like
really.
when it gets dirty, like it will avoid getting dirty at all costs, like to its own death. I can't remember
Huh.
what species.
Well, have you seen
It's some
seen the
sort of
videos
rodent
of the raccoons that wash their food, but then they give them cotton candy and they will try to wash the cotton candy and it just dissolves, and then he's just like.
First time I saw that was before Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 when I watched that at the Alamo Draft House. They show all sorts of
Like
mildly related clips.
Yeah. Oh, and it's
And it
Rocket
was like-
Raccoon, but he's
yeah.
washing his cotton candy, and it can't really get that stuff wet.
Okay,
No,
I'm gonna go
fine.
put her back. Oh, geez, she just jumped. What the heck? She was surprised. I'm gonna go
Comedic
put her
Lord.
back.
It's
Dear
trying to
Lord.
escape. It's fucking looking for snakes, is what it's doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone say goodbye.
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
Cleoratra.
Yeah.
Hey,
raccoon.
let's go back.
Hey Tucker, can you hear us right now?
I don't think he
Okay. Since he can't, I am going to surprise him with a little Tucker is an idiot. I found something that relates to recent news. So
can.
okay.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
Well then,
Okay.
This is a wonderful video.
are you watching it
Oh,
right now?
he
Abram?
looked up the video right now.
That motherfucker can't find his cotton candy. Raccoons are so fucking. I don't know how I,
I look
feel
up.
about
I
it.
look up raccoon washing. I'm having a Jamie pull that up moment right now.
Of course.
I found it. I looked up raccoon washing, and it autofilled it with
This
Cotton candy?
motherfucker.
yeah.
my
can't
favorite
find it.
thing. My favorite thing about
That's
the
lovely.
University of Nebraska Lincoln is that if you're walking around late at night, you'll just see a raccoon probably going into the sewer. That's where they
Yeah.
love to live. They use the UNL sewer system as like it's
Transportation.
secret tunnels for them, basically. We were actually coming back from our next place of residence, and UNL, also fun fact, has like little houses for sort of feral cats that roam around campus. It's a
Yeah.
thing we have.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
there was
they have
two
them at Wiki.
raccoons. There was two raccoons in the feral cat house.
Huh.
Damn.
don't
All right.
remember that.
Well,
Maybe I'll find it.
Jamie, I pulled that up.
Whoa, you used the wrong transition, but
No, it's okay. Look at this.
Look at that
Oh, no.
motherfucker. It goes so quickly. He doesn't know
Yeah,
what to do.
it's out.
it's
It's
literally
out.
just sugar, bro.
That's a full search.
He's so concerned. He's so concerned for where his
Because if you think about it,
Oh,
that
he's
has
gonna do it
never
again, he's
happened to
gonna
him
do it
before.
Oh, he takes a bite.
That's never
It's,
happened.
it's disappearing in his hand.
In his mind, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because every time he's washed food in his life, it's been there, and this time it's not.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh,
No. Okay, he's taking it. He's taking it out of. Okay.
Oh, he's eating it
done.
normally.
He's learning. He's learning.
he's learning. Wow. All right,
This
let's
might
watch
be
that.
different
again.
clips.
in his
Different-
mind, though, that feels wrong because he didn't wash his food.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's a dirty motherfucker in his mind.
Oh, not again.
We might do some stupid shit as people, but then you'll get the fucking animals around us, and you kind of feel better about yourself, you know?
That's pretty smart. They wash more food than I do.
You know, the raccoons.
True.
Isn't it true that raccoons, if they get their hand on a piece of food inside like a trap or whatever, they won't like they'll never let it go, right?
Yes.
That's
They're
true.
fucking
That's
dumb.
pretty. That's not as brightest.
I mean, listen. If I was a wild animal,
Alright,
I
Jamie,
feel
pull
like
that
I would
shit
do
down.
the same thing. Yeah, pull that shit down, Jamie.
Literally all night. They'll sit there with their hand in a trap all night, and you go get them in the morning, and they're just fucking arm deep in a have-a-heart,
And-
holding onto a fucking chicken wing or something. 12 hours.
There is.
I feel like I would do the same thing. Tucker knows how much I love food. I'm very hungry right now. If there was a chicken wing in a cage right next to me, I probably wouldn't give up trying to get that baby out of there.
If you could just get out by going,
Yeah, if you,
Yeah,
you put your arm
Well,
in.
no, then I wouldn't have the chicken wing then. So
You
that doesn't
find
make
your own
any
chicken
sense.
wing. That's the whole point. You gotta do a cost-benefit analysis of keeping your fucking arm in a have-a-heart for 12 hours.
I'm
Find
a
another
hungry
chicken
man.
wing.
I'm a hungry,
isn't this the
simple-minded
story of
man. I can't
127
do-
hours?
Yeah, I think that's what happened. James Franco was trying to eat a chicken wing that he found in a canyon somewhere, and then a rock fell on him. But he didn't want to let go of the chicken wing.
Yeah, he could have though,
He could have.
and then he got the chicken wing at the end. He later lost the
could've all
arm, but he
along.
got the chicken wing.
Mhm.
Do we have anything else to talk about, or are we gonna pretend we've got more stuff to say about raccoons?
Well,
Um,
I was gonna
I have a-
pretend that I could say more about other large furry animals that go into have-a-heart cages, because there was a for a while there's a guest cabin. We have a guest cabin. No one is in there now because it doesn't have insulation and it's butt cold up here in Minnesota. But for a while there was a muskrat? No, a marmot. That's a marmot. What's the name for the other names for marmots?
Is that a fisher?
What the fuck?
It's a big furry brown rodent, and they're huge.
A bear.
No, it's not a bear. There are bears
Oh.
around here, but they get killed because people hunt black bears in this part of the country.
It looks like a fucking weird beaver.
yeah,
not
they're
the
like
tail.
they're like non-water beavers.
That's a,
I actually
they're just
almost ran
fat
over.
squirrels.
No, they're way bigger than that. They're way bigger than a squirrel. I almost ran one over,
They're
and I
very
was pretty
strange
sure that
animals.
it was going to cause serious harm to my car if I actually hit him. It was like 4 in the
Oh.
morning, and I was driving to work, and I was like, "Oh, there's a fucking marmot right there! Holy shit!"
The
So,
first image
is
that
it-
you get
I mean,
when you look at
serious-
the word marmot is just this guy vibing on a cliff. There's a beautiful vista behind him, and he's just sitting there. I love this image.
Well, he's thinking about marmots. Now, Timo, when you say that it can do serious damage to your car,
Yeah.
and you said okay, so the two things I know about marmots, three things, excuse me. They are like beavers, but they don't like water.
You learned this just now.
They're bigger than a squirrel,
Yeah.
and they can do serious damage to your car if you hit them. So I'm imagining roughly the size of a Canadian moose. Is that am I in the right ballpark
You're
size
close, you're
wise?
close.
Okay.
I
don't
don't
know
think
how
you
big
check
this
backlog
thing really
backlot.
is.
Backlog backlot has the picture in reference.
Okay, let me see this back.
Okay, this thing is
Oh,
small.
I thought you meant there was an actual man sitting on a cliff.
No, it's just a guy. You know. He's just
Oh.
vibing.
Oh, it's just a marmot. Yeah, that's what he looks like. That's what
Yeah,
they
unless-
look like. They're pretty big. That's way bigger than a squirrel. Squirrel would probably be a third of his size. He's 3
Unless
times
this,
bigger.
Are they
I
the
don't like
ones
this
that
at all.
scream?
Oh.
No, I don't think they are.
There was a couple cockatiels screaming today at the pet store we went to.
There was. It was
They were
very,
very
annoying.
loud,
I'd
yeah.
strangle
Tucker,
that bird
would
if
you
I had
ever-
the chance.
Would you get a bird?
I would rather have something like a parakeet or something like that.
Like a talking? Would you
But-
get a talking one?
My grandpa, when I was a kid, he had a trained macaw, a couple of them, and he would
Okay.
ride on his handlebars as he biked around the neighborhood, and then it attacked him, and when he was on the bike, and they had to get rid of it.
That's a
Good
great
old
story.
Rocky the macaw. That was my grandpa's macaw. He also had carrier pigeons. He had a flock of trained pigeons.
That is
Wow.
a crazy story.
This is my
I-
grandpa who was from Honduras, but now he's dead.
Ah, the,
So
the
he's
one
no
reference
longer
in
from
recent.
Honduras.
No, because he's dead.
Okay. Tanner, you look like you had something you wanted to say.
I did. Okay, so I would never get a talking bird because I feel like it would grow intelligent and eventually replace me in my everyday life. It would learn It learns patterns. It learns speech patterns. I feel like it would learn my patterns and replace me eventually. But how many of you boys are on the world-renowned app known as TikTok? I know Tucker is not.
I'm not.
Sorry, what? I
Oh,
roamed
no.
a bit. on TikTok, no.
Yes. Okay.
I would
Well,
like to quickly say on the parrot point that if I ever had a parrot, I would teach it the word schmunk and shmee, and I feel like that would really
yeah.
solidify my existence. That's all.
You walk in the door
There-
and the parrot goes, "Ah, schmunk."
Schmunkin' Tucker.
Oh.
So on TikTok,
Okay.
there is a verified account known as Bunny the Dog. Okay. And Bunny the Dog is it. Have you ever seen the thing where they train the dog to like press buttons to say things?
Yeah, I
That's
think
what-
I have.
Yes,
Those are
Becky showed me one.
debatable. When you're done,
Okay.
I will bring up my scientific reasoning why I don't buy them. But
I don't buy it either. No, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Well, Bunny the Dog has been trained to do this, and it's sort of become a joke in certain TikTok communities that one day Bunny will grow sentient and be like, "Why, Bunny Dog? Hmm." Because
It gets
that's what
philosophical.
it's very it grows it becomes existential. It becomes self-aware because the
that's
joke
funny.
is that there's a question button, and when the dog wants to ask a question, it goes But yes, and if you look in like the actual account, all the comments are just like are just about like Bunny eventually having an existential crisis. Why, Bunny Dog, not human?
Not human. So I last fall I took a class about like language and how humans evolved to have language, and it was like biology and like anthropology and that kind of stuff mixed together in linguistics. And like we talked about it as like monkeys can barely be trained to press the buttons to make sentences and stuff, and they're like the closest brain wise. And so like when you see a dog doing it, it's usually not actual language. They're not actually like speaking and thinking that. They're just like pressing them in an order that they've maybe been trained, or they're randomly pressing them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because a lot of times it's just like park, park, park. What park?
Oh,
Abram, you're
Abram's
muted.
We've been listening. We've been missing all the witty banter from Abram.
Yeah, we have.
No, I don't think he said anything.
Oh,
Well, I've been watching him. I've had kept a close eye on him.
okay, good.
Nope.
Okay.
You're. Oh, there you are.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, okay, so here's the problem, right? I hate TikTok, and I'd like to break down why this bunny thing makes me angry, but I think it's more important for the interest in making sure our show is always keeping up with the objective truth of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Timo, you said that you were in danger of this marmot doing legitimate damage to your vehicle. So I've got two questions. Was this thing wearing an IED jacket, or do you drive a fucking tricycle to work? It's not even 2 feet tall. I just looked this thing up.
Imagine imagine you're driving at 4:30 a.m.
It's hard to imagine.
Why were you driving that late at night? Jesus.
That early in the morning.
Early in the
because I
morning.
drive to work then on the weekends.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, I did that yesterday
Jeez.
too. Every weekend. And then I was like not paying attention to the road, and I look up at the road, and I wasn't
Classic
on my
thing to
phone
do.
or anything. I just was like, it's 4:30 a.m. My brain's not on.
Hmm.
And I look, and there's a marmot sitting like a foot to the right of the center yellow line, squarely in the path of where my wheel is going to go. It's also beginning to snow. It was the first day of snowfall here in Minnesota for the season, and so I'm like, how do I drive? And so what I meant by damage to my car is that if I hit the marmot, I imagine my car would like, do a wheelie or something, and then I would fly off the road because I was driving fast, and I'd lose control.
Interesting.
Well,
Because
the concept that
they're-
hitting anything would cause him extreme damage because he doesn't know what he's doing, not because the marmot is going to particularly dent the car.
The marmot will dent my tire.
Yes.
No, you'll dent the skull of the marmot into fucking oblivion.
But if you hit the marmot in the body, it's still pretty big. That would be a mighty thump.
Yeah, but
It
it
would
would
be
definitely kill the marmot.
Yeah, you would kill the marmot, but you'd also hurt your car.
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
I
I want-
refuse to believe that as well. Yeah.
Hitting a deer can do some damage to your car, but I
I
don't.
mean,
I'm not
yeah,
sure if
because a
any-
deer is much larger than a marmot, as I
Yeah.
understand.
My mom
Depends on what
totaled
deer,
her
what
car
marmot.
hitting a turkey. A turkey will fuck you up because if it hit
Turkeys are big. Turkeys
they're
are big.
heavy
Yeah,
It-
but
we were
dense. They're
driving.
dense birds.
on the
That's why
fucking
they
side
can't
of the
fly.
road. Out of the trees, boom, into the grill, up over the fucking windshield and out into fucking God knows where. Believe it or not, it
The-
died, but it ruined the car.
fucking stratosphere.
But that's an animal with mass, right?
Yeah.
That's
Turkeys are dense birds.
You could probably use it as a projectile in a trebuchet. If you fired a marmot out of a trebuchet, the marmot will explode on impact.
You know what
Not
you're
like-
describing here? What you're describing here is
marble-
the concept of Angry Birds.
The marmot will explode from the sheer G-force of being shot out of a trebuchet.
You ever watch G-Force?
Yeah, I was gonna say shout out
No.
to G-Force.
Shout out to G-Force.
G4.
Spy.
G4.
No, there's Super Spy gerbils.
I like G4,
Remember
the TV network.
Yeah,
It's coming back.
True. Okay.
Wait. Oh, speaking of video game, I do have a topic that I
that's
wanted
right.
to talk
Speaking
about.
of video game.
Speaking of
I've
video
played
game,
one.
this is the loosest. Abram, it's related to a video game that you have played, and that recently had its 3-year anniversary this week. Correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Super Mario Odyssey. So Tucker was playing Super Mario Odyssey, and as I am off to do, I was watching him play a video game. Highly recommend. But watching people play video games, it's
Specifically
going to be
Tucker.
big. Yeah, it's going to be big. Trust me. But
Let's
Tucker
play.
was unaware of like the sort of headcanon surrounding Super Mario Odyssey that sort of brought into question the physics and the lore of the Mario universe. Because in that game, Mario can throw his hat, and if it lands on something, you then play as that formerly non-playable character.
You're
Because
correct.
okay,
Thank you for the analysis.
Yeah.
and what that brings into question is, in all of the Mario games, are you playing as Mario's hat? Is the hat the playable character in all the games?
Now here's the thing. People say there's no stupid questions, but that's fucking dumb. Now let me break it down for you. The reason that this happens in Super Mario Odyssey is because there's a character in Mario's hat named Cappy. The only reason this happens is because Cappy is in the cap, and then through the fucking power of the Bonneton magic or mysticism, whatever, Mario does that. In every other game, Mario's cap is just a cap. So you're always playing as Mario.
Okay, so
If you
hang
look
on.
at him right now, he's currently being filmed through the Game Boy Player.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like to print out a picture of him through the Game Boy printer.
Pixel art of Abram.
So, I guess I'm not entirely sure about the game because I've never played it. So
Fair.
what is
Oh,
Cappy?
sure. I
Is
actually made
Cappy
you play the first world like last year. You just don't
Is
remember.
Cappy like a spirit that inhabits Mario's cap at the beginning?
Well, let me take you on a little
Yes.
bit of a walk here, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Here's the deal. Mario had a hat, and it got ruined
He did.
by Bowser. The hat got ruined by Bowser. Mario lands in the land of Bonneton, in the Cap Kingdom. Okay?
Mhm.
And there's just a scrap of Mario's hat left. And then here comes this motherfucker. His name is Cappy. Cappy's sister, Tiara, also kidnapped by Bowser. So now we need to
To
align...
use as Peach's tiara in Bowser's wedding with Peach.
Right, because there's going to be a forced wedding ceremony.
Yes.
So now we've got a problem. We've got an inciting incident. Mario, no hat, woman kidnapped. 2 women kidnapped, actually, right? One of them is a sentient crown. Now, Cappy is like, what the fuck are we going to do about this? So what he does about this, Tanner Dykstra. Now, here's where it gets
Yes.
nuts.
Okay,
We
I'm
got
ready.
a fucking scrap of this hat, and we got Cappy. He
Of
does one
course.
of these with him, right? And,
Uh-huh.
and then turns into the shape of Mario's hat again. Then Mario puts
Oh.
him on his head. There are sexual undertones, but don't worry about them. Because then
Oh.
Mario takes him and flips him onto things. So in fact, it's really Cappy that's enabling all of this.
No,
Interesting.
thing is I am on the side of both of you in this one. Obviously, I know the Super Mario Odyssey lore. I actually played that game. But I do think that Tanner makes a compelling argument, is that as soon as Cappy becomes Mario's hat and spends time on his head, there is a possibility that Cappy
Well,
is
yes,
controlling.
because
Because
Cappy
Mario
is-
disappears when
This is
Cappy
like-
goes on something else. Mario
Cappy-
is ethereal juice in this scenario.
Cappy. Okay, so Cappy lulls Mario into false sense of security, like, "Hey, Mario, I'll fix your hat for you, buddy." When in fact he's a parasitic being from another world.
I agree.
No, he's see. Here's the thing. This is just fucking stupid. Because
Oh,
here's the
okay.
bottom line. Think about the scarecrows, right? Mario can exist without Cappy.
Mm,
When he
Without
throws
Cappy,
Cappy onto the
yes.
Scarecrow, you can play as Mario without Cappy.
That's
When
true, that's
Klepto
true.
takes Cappy, you play as Mario without Cappy.
Yeah,
This is not even a discussion. This is just blatantly not playing the game and not knowing what happens in it.
Well,
And
this
Well,
is
I played the
this
game and
is
I still think it's funny.
right, here's
well,
the
this
problem.
is okay.
I haven't played
can
the game and I
excuse
have no
Tanner.
clue what's going on.
We can excuse Tanner. We cannot excuse Tucker. I'm going to have to
Okay,
issue
okay.
my second technical foul to Tucker for the week.
Damn it.
Second technical foul. Don't get a third one.
Well, because I sort of had this segment planned out to rant, I'm just going to read off some of the things I had typed out in all caps. Oh, I can still talk about the other half of this, which is another thing based off of the lore and mechanics of Super Mario Odyssey. So in Super Mario Odyssey, you go to New Donk City. Correct. Is this correct, yes or no?
That is correct. Fact check, correct.
Okay. And in New Donk City,
We've
are
got a lawyer
normal size
here. Tanner is the lawyer.
Yes.
And
Can you
those
can
two
you
are the
confirm?
jury, and I'm the judge.
Yes.
Speaking of
Can
that,
you confirm?
some kind of trial
Okay.
movie came out recently, right, Tucker?
Oh.
Okay,
Oh, sorry.
Mr.
Okay.
Lawyer, continue your statement, or I'll
Okay.
have to ring the
Can
gavel. I need a gavel.
Can you confirm that in New Donk City there exist non-playable characters who appear to be normally proportioned, normal appearing human beings?
I can confirm.
Okay. So the existence of these normal proportioned, outwardly seeming normal human beings implies that Mario himself is not a human man.
Correct.
And in the game, you travel to several different worlds. I assume that we can only make the assumption, I should say, that Mario is a being of another world. And this brought me to question Tucker about the origins of one Mr. Mario from the Mario Super Brothers games. That's what they're known as.
The Mario Super
And-
Brothers.
Tucker told me that the origins of Baby Mario, who is a character that you can play as in some games, was dropped
Sure.
onto Yoshi's Island by mistake by a stork. As we all know, that's how babies are born, after all.
Right.
Alongside his brother Luigi.
Alongside his brother Luigi.
Depending on the game,
And-
sure.
Tucker told me that you do not hear Baby Mario or Baby Luigi speak in this game. Is that true
They
or
cry.
not?
They scream a
cry.
lot.
They're very expressive. Babies
Okay.
babies of any species cannot speak incoherent thoughts. I'm gonna have to say this point is invalid, but I would like you to continue.
Okay, so can we assume that and also I should add that Mario and Luigi seem to be the only, outwardly stereotypically Italian characters in the Super Mario universe.
That's not
so,
What about Mario and
Waluigi?
Waluigi?
Yeah.
well, we don't know about their origins, but we can extrapolate
hold
them
on.
out from.
Oh, there
we can
is a
There's
baby
extrapolate them
Wario.
out.
Wario, though. There's a baby Wario that comes from the exact same place as Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. Clearly, you haven't played the terrible Nintendo DS exclusive Yoshi's Island DS as extensively as I have.
I've not. So what does Baby Wario also drop get airdropped on the Yoshi's Island?
Let
Along
me
with Baby
interpret
Peach and
Tanner's
Baby Donkey
argument.
Kong.
Given that the Mario looks different from the humans in New Donk City, and given that he comes from the origins of this, Baby Mario is dropped off by the stork from some location, we must infer
Unbeknownst to us.
that Italians are not real people.
No, that's not what I was saying. I'm saying that whatever Mario's race is
It's
inherently Italian.
He's a
Like,
being from
all
another
the
world.
beings-
An
All the
Italian.
beings. Yeah. No, like he's a creature. He's a human person.
No.
Not a human person, excuse me. He's a creature that
An
is
Italian.
the species is Italian. Like it's a species separate from humans that appears to be
Okay.
Italian.
Order in the court. This is ridiculous. We're moving.
Okay.
Does
Okay.
yes or no maybe look less racist and complicit in this scheme that we've fallen into?
As I was going on, I was realizing this could be racist. But in the context of the Super Mario Brothers games, there's a species that Mario belongs to that appears to, speak in an Italian accent, or what we conceive to be an Italian accent.
That's
Are you looking for an
ridiculous.
affirmation?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank
I
you.
will affirm that statement.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well, that's enough of the of Italian discussion and Super Bros Mario's.
Super Bros
Luigi's.
Mario's.
I don't even know what we were talking about for the last 5 minutes.
I don't know either. Thank you, Tanner. There
Yep.
there was some news from the last week. We talk about games. We've talked about games. We've talked about rats. And now for the final topic of BLB as a whole, we talk about many things in general, but we do talk about movies a lot. And so I just wanted to bring up that longtime famous actor, Mr. Sean Connery, Sir Sean Connery, did die
Mhm.
yesterday, I think.
At 90 years old.
At 90 years old. And so just
You know,
I like
death
Sean
is-
Connery quite a lot.
yeah.
I pulled up the
Death is
BBC
never-
article, and it says
okay.
that he died peacefully in his sleep.
I was gonna say, death is never a good thing, but 90, I feel like, is a good solid round age to shoot for. Sean Connery lived a full life. He played several iconic characters, and he'll be remembered fondly in the annals of film history.
And
That is
so
not the word that you're looking for.
yes, it is.
The annals.
The annals of
Annals.
film history.
Jesus Christ. I don't know how you
Well,
knew that
RIP
word,
Sean
but
Connery.
So-
didn't know how it was pronounced.
I wanted to pose this question to you fellows. What is your favorite Sean Connery performance?
Oh God! Time to open Letterboxed.
I'll go first.
I'm even though I've never seen the movie, I'm gonna go with The Rock because he says, "I fucked the prom queen," or whatever he says.
I don't even know what movie that is. I have
Well,
no clue.
it's with him and Nicolas Cage, and it's about they have to break into Alcatraz, which has been taken over by a rogue sect of the U.S. military to release a toxic nerve agent on the United States.
That sounds pretty good,
Yeah,
but it's probably not good.
I mean, I think it's Michael Bay actually. Michael Bay had some hand in that movie.
Yeah, directed by.
Okay, The
Well, I'll
Rock.
give
How is
mine.
Ed Harris?
Mine's very simple. I'm not a Bond guy outside of the Craig Bond, so I've only ever seen one Connery performance, and that is in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I think that's
Indy's father.
yes. I think that's an excellent film. I think that's a really nice performance from him.
Professor
It's got
Henry
a lot of
Jones.
you gotta love the sequence when they're in the tank, right? And he's trying to fight, he's trying to keep up. There's a lot of really nice stuff in that film beyond just the fun relationship, the father-son relationship in the film. I think he does a great job.
And
overall.
that he came after having played Bond. Everyone knows Sean Connery is Bond, and so to see him in that role is especially fun. I gotta say,
Yeah.
it's Dr. No, dude. Dr. No is a balls crazy movie that doesn't hold up very well, and yet, goddamn, is Sean Connery really fun in that movie. He is a sexist womanizer, and he plays the part really well.
I'm looking at my letterbox right now. I watched 4 movies containing him. That's not the word I was looking for, but containing content produced by Sean Connery. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Dr. No, Time Bandits, and the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, LXG baby.
Yeah, that movie sucks. But I would have to go with Last Crusade as well. I don't like Dr. No. I don't like straight up action films like that much anyway. I don't really like the other Bond films. And I don't think Dr. No is very good. And his performance is fine, but
It's the first
Piss on
Bond.
his grave, why don't you, Tucker?
Yeah.
hey, you know what? I'm a film critic. I'm a film
Okay.
student. Jonathan Connery would agree with my statement. No, he wouldn't. But
that's
he would. He
Sir
would respect,
Jonathan
he'd respect
Connery
my
to
statement.
you. He's a knight.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. He's
What
been
an
knighted.
accomplishment. Well then,
Well,
Yeah. Tanner?
well, I do. Do we have time, Abram and Timo, for the thing I brought up earlier when one Tucker Hazel was out of the question?
I think we do.
Okay,
Go for it.
Tucker. Now I know at the beginning we agreed that,
Oh,
that
shit.
we wouldn't have no Tucker is an idiot, but I got a surprise one for you, because one Ms. Ariana Grande dropped a new album this week.
Wait,
And
okay.
in light of that, I figured this week would be themed around Tucker's Tucker's beating heart. Tucker is a huge fan of Ariana Grande, as we all know. Tucker loves her music. No, getting that out of the way. Tucker, do you know who Ariana Grande is?
Yes, I know where Ariana is.
Okay.
Jesus
Well,
He's
what
so-
I have here is a little quiz for only the
I don't
true
have a
fans
quiz.
of Ariana Grande. Only
That's
true
not
fans of Ariana
God.
true fans of Ariana Grande
He can't
can
keep it
answer these
together.
questions. So here we go. Okay.
Wait, hold on.
What?
the fuck?
What?
Fuck, just go for it. I don't care.
Okay. Tucker, what is Ariana Grande's full name?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Ariella Grande Bocelli, Ariana Grande Botera, Ariana Great Broccoli, or Adele Grande Nachos?
What? Okay, using my fucking deductive reasoning, most of those are horse shit.
You don't think her name's Grande Nachos?
Don't think it involves broccoli either. Although it totally might. There was an Albert Broccoli who wrote the James Bond novels.
True.
No, he didn't write
But-
them. That was Ian Fleming.
Oh, wait, who's the fuck's Albert
They
Broccoli?
own the rights. They
Yeah,
own
they're
the rights to
the
the
broccoli
books.
producers. They
Oh,
produced the
well,
movies.
that shows how little I know about fucking James Bond. Bring it full circle.
We're not talking about James Bond anymore. We're talking about Ariana Grande, America's sweetheart.
Damn it! I tried to bring it back to film.
No.
Shit. I don't care.
Okay.
Perhaps the most genuine answer we'll get.
It's Ariella Grande Bocelli.
Great.
How old is Ariana Grande? 22, 23, or 25?
Those are very close together.
Mm-hmm.
And there appears to be one missing somewhere in the middle.
Oh.
Why did they not provide 4 answers? It was 4 in a row. That's going to be the thing that catches me the most about this question. Because once again, I don't care. But
Oh,
I would assume
interesting.
she's a little bit older. I would go 25.
25? That is correct.
Wow. Good job.
When
Tucker.
is Ariana's birthday?
Oh God!
July 21st, June 22nd, or June 26th?
Okay, did you just look up like Ariana Grande like fan quiz?
Yes.
Oh God, this is an interesting episode of Tucker's an Idiot because it's even more specific. And this isn't just me not knowing music. It's me not knowing the fucking life and times of Ariana Grande.
It's June 22nd. We're moving on. Ariana Grande
Oh,
debuted
God.
on which Nickelodeon show? This is a
Oh.
well-known fact. This is a well-known
Uh-oh.
fact. Is it Dennis the Menace and Gnasher, Blizzards of Bakerly Place, Victorious, or iCarly?
This one's easy. This is the only one that you should be able to get.
Tucker didn't watch TV as a child, though.
Tucker,
No, I watch Cartoon Network.
do not mention those 2 unholy letters in his presence, please.
Oh, yes.
No, but Victorious.
That is correct, sir. Good
Okay.
job. In that show,
I
what
would
was
never
her
have
name?
heard of that unless people were talking about it last year. Because when it got put on Disney Plus, a lot of our friends were talking about it. I'd never heard of that show before.
Well, it never got put on Disney Plus because it wasn't a
Oh,
Disney
wait.
Channel show.
What?
It got
Wait.
put on Netflix.
Oh, same shit. I don't care.
What was
But
her
I'd never
name
heard
in
of
the show?
it. Just FYI.
Cat Valley, Cat Valentine, or Katie Valentine?
The middle one.
That is correct, sir.
What?
Oh shit!
How
I'm
many
3 for
albums
5
has
right now.
Ariana? How many albums has she released? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Probably 4.
You are correct, sir.
Wow.
Nice one.
Tucker is showing us
My
his
deductive
knowledge.
reasoning of logic and the fact that she's been famous for a while means that is not too difficult to deduce.
Can I
Okay,
ask a
Doug.
question of the Ariana Grande arbiter himself, Tanner Dykstra?
Of course you may.
Now, this is a quiz you found online, right?
Yes.
Are the pauses between Tucker's answers and your responses the fact that you also need to verify the answer to these questions?
Yes. I need to click on his answer. Okay. Now, Tucker, this is an
Abram's
easy
dad
one.
is saying in the chat that Tucker is not an idiot indeed. Not this week, he's not.
That's true. He's nailing it.
I'm doing pretty good. Hey,
Tucker-
okay, actually though, if we want to look back, we need to do a Tucker's an Idiot recap segment sometime after we've done a significant amount of stuff and give me a grand total, see how well I've done overall. I
That's
think
true.
I've done pretty good. All right, we'll plan that for future though. Okay,
But
last
doesn't fit our narrative, though.
Okay, easy
Shut
one,
up.
Tucker. Ariana actually has 10 pet dogs. Can you name 3 of them? Are the names
What a question!
Balto, Lady and Tramp, Cinnamon, Cocoa, and Sirius, Tea, Coffee, and Cereal, or Rasher, Nasher, and Nipper?
I'm gonna go with the more food-based ones.
Okay. Tea, Coffee, Cereal,
No. Actually, I'm gonna go with the one before that.
Cinnamon, Cocoa, and Sirius.
Yeah, that one.
You are correct.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
How did he know
True
that?
or false? True or false? Tucker is the world's biggest fan of Ariana Grande. Tucker can name all 10 of her pet dog names.
Yeah.
You're an
Okay.
Arianator, right? Is that what they call themselves?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm not gonna make the joke I just thought of.
Good on you, Tanner.
Right.
Don't make that joke.
I think we all knew where that one was going.
Yep. Okay.
That one should
Moving
be
on.
left unsaid.
Yeah. True or false? Ariana's favorite game is Monopoly.
Would anyone know
This is
that?
angering.
He shakes his head. In...
Why would anyone know that?
Because you're the world's biggest fan of Ariana Grande. That's why.
No, but I mean, like, I'm thinking about Ariana here. Why would she
Yeah.
ever tell anyone that? Like, what context?
She's done millions of interviews since
But-
she was fucking like 16 years old.
It's true. Why the fuck would they ask? No, false. It's probably some other board game. False.
Yes, false. She much prefers a game of snakes and ladders.
Oh my god. That's so much worse. Snakes and Ladders
What's
is
your
a
favorite
much
color?
worse game.
What's her favorite color? Lavender, black, rose gold, or puke green?
Lavender.
Let's find out. That's true.
I can't believe how many of these Tucker's getting right.
Ariana Grande is terrified
God,
of
I'm on wrong
heights.
since the second question.
She's terrified of heights, yet she loves roller coasters, or she actually lives on top of a huge mountain.
What is the
That
fucking
is the
question?
stupidest question I've ever heard.
Ish.
How
I'm
many
kinda into this
fucking
now.
questions are in this survey?
Yeah, actually, okay. I think we might need to stop sometime soon, just for
Well, we're
in the
getting to
interest
the,
of.
we only have 3 left. There's only
Okay,
3
let's
left.
God.
speed round.
Okay.
All
All right.
Yeah. Roller
She
coaster.
likes roller coasters. She likes roller coasters.
That's true. Okay. What's Ariana? Movies. What's Ariana's favorite type of film? Horror, science fiction, musicals, or she only watches episodes of Dennis the Menace and Nasher?
Sorry, can you give me the first two?
Horror, science fiction, musicals, or the Dennis the Menace?
Horror.
Let's find out. Correct.
What?
Okay. Last question. Last question.
Okay.
Okay. What record did Ariana Grande just break with her "Thank You Next" song? Now, this is an outdated quiz.
I've never heard that
This is an
song.
outdated quiz. "Thank You Next." It was the most watched YouTube video in 24 hours, the most streamed song on Spotify, or the most thumbs down video on YouTube.
I gotta go with the Spotify one because I know it's not the most viewed video on YouTube, and
In 24 hours.
In 24
Did
hours.
it get the
though.
most?
Oh.
Yeah. Did it get the most views within 24 hours?
Doubt it. No, I'm gonna go with the
Okay.
Spotify one.
Spotify. That one's also correct. Great job, Tucker. You are clearly Ariana's greatest fan.
Oh my god. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Ah! We get to watch it again. Because
Yeah.
you get to watch it again because Tucker's so much not an idiot that we have to play it twice.
True. Yeah, it
Yes.
negates.
Yeah,
Sick.
it's like PEMDAS.
True.
It's like PEMDAS. That was kind of mind blowing. I don't think I could have done as well on that quiz as Tucker did, to be honest. I think he outperformed me. I was playing along in my head and I didn't get that many right.
Okay.
Abram, I
Well,
want to hear your analysis. Your cogs are turning.
No,
mhm.
they're not turning. That's the problem. My
Oh.
life energy is being drained.
Oh, dear.
Oh golly! All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us this week. We're pushing our time limit, but I think we had a good time. We
Mhm.
got a couple of interesting topics on there. Finally, the rats came around. The
Yes.
long-awaited rats.
The rats
Um,
arrived.
Yes. God. All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for joining me on this wonderful show. We've got another fun video coming up that we're recording next, a discussion of
Yes.
gentleman's agreement,
Yeah.
and we'll see you guys next week.
yeah, we'll be back same time, 4 o'clock on the YouTube channel. Hopefully no more technical difficulties next time around.
Goodbye.
Peace.